Hello Taurus, welcome to your monthly January reading. I want to take this time to wish you a very happy new year, and I hope that you find fulfillment and happiness in it. Now let's get started. We have your overall energy for the month. We have how the energies are likely to play out, or the weekly breakdown of them, and we have additional oracle cards for additional information. So we start your reading, Taurus, with angel numbers, and the card says, pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. And isn't that interesting that you have the Four of Cups, and I feel that this is the message. This is the, hello Taurus, hello. It's almost like light taps on your shoulders, little whispers in your ear. Pay attention to the signs, Taurus. Now, signs don't always come the way we want them to. You know, signs sometimes can be an illness. It can be I'm actually getting a car accident. I don't know why, but that's popping into my head. So I was trying to think of something else, but that just stuck with me. So, you know, or a near miss. It's things that wake us up. And I'm getting, I mean, it's not always things that wake us up, but in your reading, I'm getting almost like wake up call. Almost like, Taurus, it's not time to open your eyes. I think you're looking at the world through your eyes, and I feel it's time to look at the world through something else. Now I feel that because it says angel numbers, some of you might see repeating numbers. Now, when you see things like that, I remember when, you know, I first started noticing things like that, signs and synchronicities. I always remember thinking, there was a time where I always woke up in the morning at 3 o'clock, give or take 5 to 10 minutes maximum. Always, I went through this period where I was always and wide awake. And I remember thinking, okay, that's obviously a sign, but what does it mean? And if you're into numerology, you can look at the numbers and try to understand. But I found over time, it wasn't so much what it was that you kept noticing, as opposed to how you were kind of feeling. And I'm looking at this Queen of Cups, and I'm kind of thinking, you know, your emotional state at the time. There's this sense of the signs are there almost just to get you to pay attention. The signs are there almost to go, okay, I must be missing something in my life, because I'm getting this repetition. I'm getting this thing where it's happened enough times now that I'm actually noticing it. And it's kind of your cue, Taurus, to stop and to go, okay then, what area of my life do I need to pay attention to? Where is this calling my attention? And it can be little things like, for me, waking up at 3 in the morning. I mean, at the time I didn't realize it was with hindsight that I realized But that was at home. You know, at that time of the morning, I'm at home, I'm in bed, I'm sleeping. So now I see it wasn't so much the numbers, it was the environment that it was calling me to. It was calling me to pay attention to my nighttime dreams, but also my dreams and my goals in my life. And because I was home, I was in bed, there's a level of comfort zone in that. There's a level of security and sanctuary, of safety, of being where you belong. So can you see how the signs guide you? The only reason I've given you my example is so that you can kind of see an example of how this can play out. And it can also play out very boldly. You know, there can be a street sign that says detour ahead, and suddenly it hits you like a bolt, and you're like, oh, and you feel this Queen of Cups. You feel this sense that it's deeper than just letting you know that up ahead there's roadworks and you're going to be detoured. There's this feeling of, oh, detours. Spirit letting you know, hey, don't be discouraged if suddenly you find yourself feeling like you're heading in a different or the wrong direction than what you thought, or where you thought this was all go, and then suddenly it's like, oh no, like the job falls through, or the house falls through, or the person you've just started dating, suddenly it ends. It's to show you there's another way, there's something else down a different street. And this is your overall energy, Taurus. So there's a sense in paying attention, really paying attention. And you've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups. Both of these are your cups. Both of these are your emotions. They're your feelings. They're your gut feelings, your intuition. And there's a sense here with the Four of Cups, you're trying to see your way out of a situation. You're trying to come to your decisions purely from a mindset. You're trying to solve the problems with your mind. I sense there's worry here, and I feel that Spirit's saying there is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing bad here, Taurus. There's just a sense of being aware of yourself and your environment and where you're headed and what you want. The Queen of Cups, the cup here looks like a trophy because she honors her feelings. She honors her emotions. She knows, because the queens are receptive, they receive. And she knows that her emotions bring her clarity, they bring her understanding, they bring her information. So her emotions for her are blessings. They guide her. They give to her. They're not something to be suppressed or ignored. There's something to be valued. And there's an emotion here that you're particularly ignoring, and it's the one that holds the most information for you. So these signs that you're going to be seeing, pay attention, Taurus, to how you're feeling at the time. That'll guide you. Because look at the rest of the cards. You've got the Four of Wands, and the card says, so much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you, peace and contentment in your personal life. And you have the Empress, and the card says, time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. You know, you've got both prosperity in both these cards. And this is joy. This is being in alignment. This is walking through the door that leads to better things, that leads to things that are in line with the Wands, which is your soul calling, your wishes, your goals, your dreams, your passions. And as you're following your bliss, Taurus, it brings abundance. It brings heightened creativity. From this place of overthinking, creativity can't flow because every aspect of yourself is either suppressed or so taken up with, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? But when we let that go, creativity flows and we become really abundant, I want to say. Things flow to us easily. We find it easier to give birth to our ideas. We find it easier to find ways to be joyful and to bring what we want into the world, to manifest, basically, Taurus. And I feel for you in this reading, Taurus, this clarity, this message, this understanding that is coming to you is to move you forward. It's to take action on those dreams and goals that you've been nurturing. With this Empress here, you know, she's often depicted as a pregnant woman, and that's to show giving birth to ideas. But for me, it also shows that your dreams have been in incubation, and they have been in your heart, and they've been growing there. You've been visualizing them. You've been giving life to them in your heart first, and then how to actually take the actions in this 3D world to bring them to life in this world. And that's beautiful. Taurus, this reading is about you understanding something so that you can move forward with your dreams. And this understanding might even be, what are your dreams, Taurus? Are you even allowing yourself to dream? Are you allowing yourself to see the magic and the possibility in your life? Because if we can't see that, we can't manifest. We have to have dreams and goals. See something bigger and grander for ourselves to be able to move ourselves forward. And then you have Rabbit Spirit, and the card says, now is a lucky time. Oh my gosh, Taurus, you know, you're lucky for these signs. You're lucky for what you're going to be able to see, and you're lucky for what you're going to be able to bring to the world. And I use lucky here as in good fortune. It's taking work. This is not all coming to you because you've just been sitting there doing nothing. This luck, these opportunity, this prosperity, this abundance, this fulfillment of dreams, this joy, this celebration. You know, giving birth is a celebration. We celebrate that new life. And you're going to be celebrating this new opportunity, this new inspiration, this new idea that you're birthing into the world, this new thing that you're bringing into the world. And you are going to feel so fortunate. You are going to feel so lucky. And for some of you, with the rabbits here, this is fertility. You've got the Empress, which is fertility. You may actually be falling pregnant. You may actually be giving birth at this time. And there's a real celebration in that. You might be embracing motherhood that you've been wanting for such a long time. It's been a dream, and now here it is. So Taurus, take this as it resonates. It's whatever is your dream, whatever you have been desiring, I want to say. And you're going to feel lucky. You're going to feel, actually, do you know what I just got? You're going to feel so fortunate, and you're going to feel so grateful, Taurus. Now I'm going to end with a blessing for the month. And your blessing for this month, Taurus, is the blessing of just being. And the card says, you may have been thinking that if you had acted or chosen differently in the past, things would be better now. But in thinking this way, you fail to see the positive effects your past actions and choices have had on both yourself and others. Look closely and you will see many blessings. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Taurus, as the card says, Namaste, my friends. Love and light. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.